I'm Melanie Cantor. My book is called Death and Other Happy Endings. Death and Happy Endings is about Jennifer, who's a 43-year-old woman who gets a terrible prognosis that she has only 3 months to live. And it's all about how she chooses to deal with it. And her choice is not to take the holiday of the lifetime, but to write letters to everybody who's ever hurt or disappointed her, or the significant people who've hurt or disappointed her, and finally tell them what she really feels. Because Jennifer's been a good person all her life. She's been the sort of person who's held her counsel, who's done the right thing by people, and never really said, "That hurt me." And this is her moment. This is definitely a book about women, and women coming out on top, that's for sure. And so the men don't come across necessarily as the winners. Not that there's any winners or losers, but they don't come over as exceptional men. This is a book that deals with emotion, so I think women are going to be the victors when you're talking about emotional intelligence and dealing with people on that kind of level. And it's about that. It's about kind of truths, and it's about Jennifer finding her truth, and it's really important. Well, I suppose in a way I went on my own journey of discovery in going on Jennifer's kind of journey, trying to get underneath her character and find out how she would truly feel and how important the different things that happen to her are and what they teach her. I absolutely love the relationship with Isabel, her sister. I don't have a sister, so it was really fun for me to work out how two women would interact. And of course, Isabel was the beautiful one and Jennifer was the clever one. That's not necessarily the case at all. It was just how the parents kind of labelled them, rightly or wrongly. And that's all part of it as well, is the impact that we as parents have, just from simple things that we say that we think is the right thing, but how that stays within the child and actually becomes, very much who they are, but not necessarily who they truly are. And I think that's the point, is that Jennifer has always been told she's the kind one, the intelligent one, and that's the path that she's gone on, being kind and intelligent and thoughtful and all those things, only to discover that there's so much more to her, so much more to her. And Isabel too has to discover that there's more to her than her beauty. Obviously we're talking about end of life here, so it's a bit tragic, but it would be nice to feel that we do. I actually do think that I do tell people how I really feel, if I really adore them or not. I think the thing is, it's very important when you're writing a book, to a degree your characters have to be slightly larger than life, otherwise it'd make for a very dull book. But I hope that all these characters are real, in that you would recognise them, that you would know somebody like that. I really do believe that women are conditioned to think that they need to be with somebody. And it's only now, really, that women are finding out that it's actually all right to be single, to enjoy being on their own. But, we are brought up as girls to think that we're going to get married and have children and live happily ever after. And even though we're now in the 21st century, that's still very much part of what women expect. But fortunately, things are changing. But within the context of this book, Jennifer starts off actually saying that she's very happy being single. And then when she learns that she's dying, she realises that this is a time that she could actually do with being with somebody and having someone to hold her hand. And Olivia actually says, well, I'm here. But Jennifer still thinks it should be somebody there for her 24/7, i.e. maybe it should have been her ex-husband. That's when she starts to reevaluate all those relationships that have been and gone, and why, and and I really need somebody. And I think part of that journey for her is finding out that she doesn't really need somebody, that she, you know, that she's actually okay. We are human beings, and human beings seek out a companion, you know. We want to be in a relationship. But I'm single, and I'm very happily single, and I've been single for nearly 6 years now, and that's fine. And I suppose maybe that comes through in the book too. I write in scenes. The nature of the book, anyway, it kind of works. It's very visual, and the dialogue is really important to me. I want things to be as real as possible. I want there to be a genuine feel that you are in that room with those people. Nobody's going to say, wow, that was a beautiful sentence. But what they might say is, my goodness, that sentence really made me think. If I had 3 months to live, I think I would throw a big party, sort of saying goodbye to everyone. I think that would be quite nice. I think saying goodbye to people is really important, and that's part of Jennifer's process too, because really the reason why she writes to these people is she wants to say goodbye, but on a positive note. She wants to end having kind of spoken these truths through. She's not vindictive, she's not vicious. It's just about finally expressing her truth. And I'd like my moment to say a few truths as well. What I hope would appeal to a reader is if they're in any way interested in relationships, emotions, why we do what we do, why we hurt people without realizing it sometimes. I hope that's the kind of appeal of the book, is that somebody will pick it up and there will be something in it for every single reader where they'll go, yeah, that happened to me. I can relate to that. I think women will really be able to relate, whether it be to Jennifer or to Olivia or to Anna Maria or Isabel. They will recognize themselves in one of these characters, if not more than one. And I think if you like engaging like that, this would be a great book for you.